light shine at all times for the world to see. You reppin' nonsense, hatred and jealousy. You spit that toxic, that poison, that ignorance. You reppin' nonsense, but none of it is relevant. You can miss me with all the lies. 1,000 I'm certified. 1,000 I'm certified. 1,000 I'm certified. I'm a bit unorthodox when I rock. Something like Jimmy Hendrix with a boombox. People with Arab black pants and mocks. 360 waves, the sounds on my face was a cut from a fabric. That high science, my mama say mad, turn pain into power. Thoughts into dollars. Never been a follower, never been a coward. Took a few chances, took a few risks, took it to trial, and I beat that shit. Never took the stand. And now I pleaded the fifth. But my crop running around his mouth like a bitch. Pressure bursts pipes, but I stay rock solid. Book smart, thorough street knowledge. Stand up guy till the day that I die. Me scared never, I'm built for whatever. You can miss me with all the lies. 1,000 I'm certified. 1,000 I'm certified. 1,000 I'm certified.
Yeah, boy, it's your boy Killah B, goddamn Witchfinder General. Motherfucker, I got a witch. I'm gonna burn this motherfucking ass up. Shit. You already know what time it is, what we're gonna get in today. Get on this motherfucker. Shit. But let's give it, I need like literally like maybe 2 more minutes. Let's give me like 1 minute, not even 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute. So I'm gonna hit y'all with this and shit. I'm gonna be right back. One sec. This one to share the link out a couple of times. All right. Motherfucking play. Unfucking believable and shit. Well, fuck it. I do it while I'm talking to y'all asses and shit. Once again, it's goddamn Killah B, the goddamn Witchfinder General. If you got a witch, I'll burn their motherfucking asses up. What up, y'all? So you got 2 people up in the chat watching already. That's what's up. That's what's up. Better than nothing. What up, Basil? By the time your ass get up on here and shit. You want to come on? Or you went to bullshit again? No, you came on last time and didn't know how to act. Shit. So let's get to share this link real quick. Shit out of the way. Ready? World Collide. Hot seat. Okay, yeah. So we can get a Judah Nazarenes ass. We can get into some of this goddamn Nazarene and scene bullshit. Hopefully my fucking signal don't drop and shit. I know Judah Nazarenes right now fucking praying to his computer screen and shit. Something happening. Nagy Springfield might even want to jump in on this one and shit. Where Nagy at? Oh, Nagy was out the last couple of live streams and shit, chilling. Shit. Nagy might have left the tour nights, as far as we know. Shit, he might have. Yeah. I'm going to put the link in the chat if y'all want to come on. It's all goody. Okay. Oh, you talking about Shamian? Somebody was tearing your ass up the other day, Basil. I forgot who it was and shit. He was mad at the motherfucker and shit. But yeah, we can get into this little presentation here. Drop the link. Don't come out with the bullshit. They already dropped the link, nigga. It's right above the last thing. Yeah, I'll put it in there again. God damn. As soon as I get down to business, people ask me some shit. God damn it. Yeah, I'm waiting for your ass up in here. Brother Heru too and shit. Brother Heru gonna call and shit before you get the link. Come on, Brother Heru, if you watching. Chris Harris, I think, doing something. Shami already sent his ass the link. I put it in the goddamn tour nicely. And they get there. get up and do something and shit. Come on the show. Amber probably cooking hot dogs and burgers or something, right? Shout out to Sister Amber. Give me a holler when you get in the room, Basil. You got lit up, nigga. I don't try to hear shit. Just hit the link. Try to hear all that bullshit. Hit that goddamn like button too before y'all been here now. All right, let me get up into this motherfucking shit. Let me get myself together. My shit ain't all the way together, bro. Get it going. Get it. All right. We're gonna talk about Ptah and how he ties in to all of this. We're gonna get into a night checking on them, but it's mostly gonna be on this peacock deity and this group called the Yezidis. So yeah, we'll get started here. We'll erase some after coming out of goddamn Killah B Witchfinder General show. Fuck wrong with you? What up, Jimmy James? She freaking lights. Yeah, boy, I don't know. Shit, goddamn, I preach a goddamn word. Take the word in your holler. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I sit right on this. I do. Praise the Lord. Oh, man, you bullshitting, Mazel. Should have been erased all the fucking thing. Fuck, you need all that shit in your phone for anyway. All right, let me get started here. Share my screen. All right. check the chat out real quick. All right. Let me get this shit popping. Screen here. That's this. Okay. All right. Bandwidth as I can. I need to see the show. Uh, uh, man. All right, be right. Shamian. What else, Shamian? All right. Everybody should be able to see my screen by now. All right. Everybody see my screen all right? I don't want to start unless my sound and everything's good. Shamian. How's my sound? Jimmy James, you hear me? Yo, Jimmy James, you hear me? Can somebody let me know if my sound's okay? And you got a chat too. Shine me on, you can put it in. All right. Get this thing on the road. Hopefully shit don't fuck up on me. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm okay. All right. Okay, the goddamn peacock angel, right? Twasi Melech. He also goes by the name of Ptah Melech. I'm going to go into that about that name. The Hebrew character Ptah, deities called Ptah. It's like a whole bunch of shit going on with that. And, and what is Yezidis? But he is not the possession of the Yezidis solely. He belongs to the entire world. The Yezidis believe that they possess the oldest religion on earth. The primeval faith that features Twasi Melech and all other traditions are related to them. They contend is the true part of all traditions. Once he arrived on earth, his monarch governed the landing upon the earth, right? So you got also like represented the sun, as you can see here, the moon at the right. That T, sun disk in the middle, right? But I'll learn more on the breakdown of the symbol later. Stuff. My bad. All right, I'm back. Today you can find an ancient creature. Oh shit! Shit, we're screen again. All right. Today you can find most of the ancient cultures allude to this ancient savior and their creation myths. One who once blessed them and teachings and related to human enlightenment and immortality. He was both savior and king of the world. He is the version of Twa Si Malik or Malek. The Yezidis do not believe that the peacock angel is the supreme God. The supreme God created him as an innate emanation at the minister of the universe. Twazi Malek is thus a tangible, denser form of the infinite supreme God. In order to assist Twazi Malek in this important role, the supreme creator also created 6 other great angels who were like the peacock angel. Emanations of the supreme God. And not separate from him. When recounted, summarize the emanation process as follows. Twazi Malik was the first to the light in a 7-color, which is a usually around came across like the serpent in the rainbow. But like they say, he's manifested as a rainbow. But we'll learn also that he manifests also as a serpent too. I didn't think to that. I just came across that now. Angels that were created, or the 7 creatures that was created that made the earth, that created the earth. Twazi Malek was represented with the day Sunday, so the first day of the week. So that was Twazi Malek. As we come to find out too, he also could be Lucifer. He also could be Ra. He could be a whole bunch of all types of not Ra, Osiris, and a whole lot of other things. Drink here. And one of the 7 great angels, which is cosmic Ptah mentioned within the religious traditions. The Jews, Christians, Persians, Egyptians all have their 7 angels and creators. In the Meshif, the Yezidis Black Book, there is one passage that describes 7 great angels in a their creation with the 7 days of creation. The text first states that the supreme God created was Sunday. On that day, he created an angel whose name was Azrael. This is Melech Tos, who is the greatest of all. Melech Tos and Twazi Melech are the same people, same deity. Who is the greatest of all? See, he's for Sunday. And then you got Monday, and basically they got like a Hebrew name, or not Hebrew name, or a Phoenician name, Canaanite name, or whatever, right? Or Hebrew, whatever you want to call it. And then it goes into a more of an Arabic type name for it. Like Shaka, or like what say angel.
Hit that like button. Also hit that dislike button. Tell us why you mad, folks. Especially your ass, you nasty, you ugly ass son bitch. Oh hell, now he dropping out. Don't worry, folks. Killer B gonna pay his phone bills or internet bills, some other stuff. So I'm gonna keep it funky for you guys. What you motherfuckers saying right now? Bet you talking some out of pocket shit on the Killer B show. God damn it. Let's see. Give me a second, folks. I'm gonna look this shit up. I always love it. Oh, we got Jimmy James. He always fun to deal with. He's a real one. Oh shit, we got Bays up in this bitch. You know it's gonna be crazy. Now who the hell? God damn, you motherfuckers don't like Judah Nasty ass. Drink the Kool-Aid Judah Nasty have himself. That's good. Oh man, this should be lit, man. What Judah do this time? Oh, the same old, same old. What hasn't he done? He peed on the couch. He peed on the shoes. What else is he gonna do? Some more dumb shit. That's what he gonna do. Let's see. You left off at the Seven Angels. That's where you left off, Killer B. Now hop your ass up. Man, Killer B, hop your ass on. This your goddamn show. Alright, folks. Give it a second. I think Killer B being shy. He ain't wanna hop on. He like, oh, this your goddamn show, man. Goddamn, he going in on bases. Shit. Ah man, the falsy Howell ingredient. Goddamn, Basil. You ain't gonna respond? Come on, Basil. He your son now. Well, goddamn. You better discipline your boy.
All right, people. My bad. This shit's fucking crazy.
You pay the internet bill, Killer B?
Where did I leave off?
7 angels, man. You were telling
You
us
guys tell
about
me. Was I
Azrael
not
and all that.
second page yet? The 7
Yeah,
angels.
around there.
That thing. Cause I want to try to say some of my bandwidth. Basically, we moved on to this other page about talk. Black, and the 7 angels represented the 7 days of the week. Twase Melech was represented for Sunday as the head deity. He governed all over all the other creations. And as we see here, the name was Azel. Like the Islam, they call him Azel. But if you go back and look at that page, I erased it. I know I did. Yeah. I probably could snatch it back up later. But Azel was the name that they named, was another name for him also that was created. You guys got to go back. I kind of lost track. Said that the thorny acacia bush was sacred to Azel, according to the Arab tribes. It was also the master of metals. Now, we can get in. I'm gonna go back to this. There was something real pretty deep about that. That also I wanted to go into. But it's something different, right? So, right, Malik Toss, also spelled Malik Tos, translated in English as the peacock angel, is one of the central features in Yazidi religion. In Yazidi creation stories, God created the world and entrusted it in the care of 7 holy beings, often known as angels. Hepser, permanent of which is Tawasid Malik, or the peacock angel. Right? Okay. What was that one? And I want to get to the Mandaeans, or I could go to this also. No, I think the Mandaeans would be best to go to. Okay, here's some more of the Yezidis. And few doctrines they have yet passed down from generation to generation. By word of mouth. The few doctrines they pass on, but people have been purposely deceived outsiders concerning their beliefs and doctrines. The Yezidis have very few scriptures. In Al-Jibwa, Satan instructs to lead to the straight path without a book. Now, this is a Satanist website right here. So he's doing it in the Satan's kind of thing. But they're saying their God says leads to the straight path without a book. Melech taught first by oral tradition and secondly by the book of Joey, right? Which is just, the Yezidi people are forbidden to say the name Shaitan. They refer to Satan as Melech Tos. Melech means king. He is known as the peacock angel because of his Lucifer. He is the proud one, the ruler of the earth. He is the light, the God of light rather than darkness, and is concerned with the destinies of the world. The Yezidis represent Satan by both the peacock and the snake. Remember, I was saying that too, the serpent. It's also that Ouroboros snake also represents the same thing, tall. That number 9 meaning complete or rebirth, to recycle, completeness, reborn, resurrection. Check out my past video. The peacock represents the beauty of the worship God, and the snake represents the wisdom, because he is both beautiful and wise. The holy relic is the copper sanak, the image of the peacock. The Yezidis play the flute and tambourine at their festivals and dance. Who else instruments are known as the flute and the tambourine? Israelites. And dance and worship, which led to every excess of debauchery and lust. We all heard about it. Sister Amber brought out something on scriptures of the Yezidis. The Yezidis not only acknowledged the loss of many copies of the scripture, but also Shakai Hadir's recording of the book of Resh. The latter, no doubt, the rest scripture was set down from memory. The Yezidis indeed avoid mentioning the very name of Satan or any of his attributes, and had kept themselves aloof for centuries. Their books are a mystery. They also are forbidding to wear the color blue, as it is sacred, as a sacred color of Satan. Yet he sometimes use the name Ankar for Satan, and the name Angar Menu for Remen and Zoroastrianism. That I don't really know. I gotta dig more into Zoroastrianism stuff. Anybody knows what that is, you guys can just let me know in the chat or comment board. The Mischief Scripture, Black Mischief's Rep, or basically the Black Book. The Yezidis believe was written by Shikha Hassan Ali Bashri, has been called black because the word Satan is covered in it. It measures 28 by 21 centimeters and has a leather cover. The Yezidis also have a reputation for being adept of black magic. All right. Anything else in there I might have missed. There have been many convicted articles concerning Yezidi devil worshippers of Iraq. The Yezidi people originally came from southern Iraq, migrated north to Mount Latlish. It is believed they are descendants of the Assyrians who sought refuge after the fall of Nineveh in 612 BCE. Eridu, also known as Enkidu, was an ancient city in southern Iraq. This was Father Satan's Enki city. The valley of Batan El Ghul, which is right over the buried city ancient city, is known as the Devil's Hole, in the belly of the beast. The Jordanians consider it to be haunted. Demons have been seen. This goes on to say that it's like a haunted place and shit. And there's some soldiers that been there, saw a lot of paranormal stuff. Okay. Let's look at some stuff here. This is a website on Talk, right? According to the Greater Key of Solomon, which I don't really subscribe to, lore, who is invoked by the fingering of phylacteries, right? Now, we don't learn about this
Yo, B, what's going on with the volume and stuff? Fading in and out.
Who was revered as the devil God, who mankind. And Buddhist and
What up, Chris Harris?
back again, goddamn. Got a full room about time. God damn it. Y'all hear me, god damn it. Killer B, can I be heard?
Yeah, you could be heard.
Yes. All right. So where I left off at is shit with the toss Millette, right? Let me share my screen again. I might have to edit this motherfucker. I ain't gonna do all this damn talking for nothing. Yeah. So there we go. All right. Toss Millette, right? So I showed how the Yezidic people and the Mandaean people share this deity as the same, as being Lucifer, as being the Archangel Michael, as we later on see, and it's going to be a whole lot of other shit, right? I just saw this too. Tavel, the Tav can also be the same word as Taw, right? One of the many names of Metatron. That's kind of heavy right there. Shit. I just noticed that just now, but that's gonna be another lesson. I gotta go back on that. But we go back up here to Tariel, right? A call spirit of the Mandaean lore, who is invoked by the fingering of phylacteries, right? What are phylacteries? Phylacteries, according to the Webster Dictionary, are a small square cube left token to the duty to obey the law. Definition 2 simply states that they are amulets, right? Said by figuring phylacteries, right? Tariel, Taw, these are the same, all the same motherfuckers, right? Now, here we go again. Taw, a luminary, by the pronouncing of whose name God brought on the deluge, or God brought on the flood. According to Bathers, the great Killah, right? Toriel, the man in the prayer book, a spirit or orthra, which we get to see later, invoking through the figuring of phylacteries. He spirit as a governing angel of this. Now we have the week, right? Taurine angel, the legends of the Jews. This is story of Babylonian belief. Iya is Yahya, and it says in his world when he causes order from the low. Ahab, angel of the was destroyed by when he refused. The Mandaeans were originally native speakers of Mandaic, a Semitic language that evolved the Middle Eastern Aramaic. Before many switched to
Don't worry, folks. He'll be back. More technical difficulties. How you doing, brother Hayru?
I'm good, man. Thank you, brother. How you doing?
Just another day. I'm good, man.
Good, good. Is Chris still on too?
No, he left a while ago. Let's see.
Oh, did he?
So yeah, we're gonna have to also get into this whole since we're talking about the seven angels, there's also the angel Azrael. Yo, Killah
all
B,
right, I'm back. God damn it. Yeah.
can
What
we
up?
talk about the angel Azrael as well?
Yeah. Get into it real quick. Now, wait, hold on. Let me see where I'm at. Right here. I know I saw where it cut off at.
All right.
All right. Go ahead, get into it real quick. Go ahead.
Okay, so what it said when I saw
Go
your
ahead, nigga,
show.
speak.
Okay, so when it first started, one of the first angels on Sunday that was created, it was called Azrael. Now, a little thing I know about Azrael is he's called the angel of death. So that means before there was life, there was death. Kind of makes sense if you look
All
at
right,
it.
pause right there.
Huh?
When you go out, pause right there. And remind the people. All right, remind the people. I hear you. I just want you to remind the people what we were just talking about that brung you to say that. You can hear me?
Well, it was one of the first.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. The seven angels that you were showing us. Yeah, I can hear you. But one of the seven angels, the very
Right.
first one, like in all of creation and the 7 days and all that, the first one that appeared
Right.
was Kalik Mahat or something like that. It was called the angel Azrael. But that's kind of funny. So that means before life even began. Huh?
The peacock angel. Right.
No, that was the second one. Azrael is a little bit different.
Right. I want you to talk about it.
Only thing I know about this other angel, which is also another of the peacock angel.
I got to go backward. It said Azariel as being Twasi Malik for governing Sunday.
Yeah, but it's actually pronounced Azrael, which is actually called the angel of death, which is kind of
I don't know. You
ironic.
confused me and shit. Let me finish my thing, then we go back to it. I'm all pulled up before.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Right. And we saw how they tie in with the Yezidis, right? With who they worship with and stuff right here. Now we're gonna dig in deeper. I know Judah now. Like, God damn it. It said my name. So I know he about to get my motherfucking ass. Is of Mandaeans, terminal dialect, and pre-exact connect the
Oh hell! Killah B, get your ass up in here again. There you go.
Oh, okay. I left off at the Mandaeans and being the Nazarenes. That's what it was. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick without killing my bandwidth again. All right, y'all know that shit's in the goddamn Nazarenes. I can do this, I guess. Well, let me look it up. Oh, Nazarenes. See, Nazarenes were the early Christian sect. This is who Judah Nazareth claims to be of, right? But we're gonna see what these people really worship. A number of ancient Aramaic inscriptions dating back to the 2nd century were uncovered in Elymais, although the letters appear quite similar to the Mandaean ones. It is doubtful whether the inhabitants of Essenes were Mandaeans. Under Parthian and Sasanian rule, blah, 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 it's thought that this persecution encouraged the consolidation of Mandaean religious literature. The persecution instigated by Catarsis to temporarily erase Mandaeans from recorded history. Traces of their presence can still, however, be found in so-called Mandaean magical bowls and lead scripts, which were produced from the 3rd century. That's interesting. All right, this is where I wanted to get to. They also revere chief Mandaean prophet to be John the Baptist, right? So they get Reverend the Baptist. That's supposed to be the Mandaeans, like chief, like dude, like prophet, right? They also acknowledge Jesus, right? Which we're gonna learn. We get on down to religion. Religion. Here we go. There we go. Right? Close to there. They're close to ethno-religious community practicing Mandaeanism, which is Gnostic, which is a Gnostic religion. And in Aramaic, Manda means knowledge, and also Greek gnosis. So basically, like they're the people of knowledge, which is strongly dualistic view on worldview. The adherents revere Adam, Abel, Seth, Enoch, Noah, Shem, and Aaron, especially John the Baptist. The Mandaean group existence into 2 main categories, light and dark. They have, listen close to this shit. They have a dualistic view of life. They encompass both good and evil. All good is thought to have come from the world of light, and all evil from the world of darkness. In relations to the body, mind dualism coined by Descartes, Mandaeans consider the body and all material worldly things that have come from the dark, while the soul, referred to as the mind, is produced of the light world. Mandaeans believe the world of light is ruled by a heavenly being known by the names such as Life, Lord of Greatness, Great Mind, King of Light. Who also known as the King of Light. This being is so great, vast, and incomprehensible that no words can fully depict his awesome, how awesome life is. It is believed that an innumerable number of beings manifested from the light surround the light, cultic acts of worship to praise and honor this great being. They inhibit words separate from the light world and are commonly referred to as emanations of first life. See, we reborn. Their names include second, third, and fourth life, i.e., Yasmin, Abathur, and Ptah, right? You see that word? Also inhabits the dark world known as Ruha. The Mandaeans believe these malevolent rulers created demonic offspring who consider themselves owners of the 7 planets, the 12 and the 12 zodiac and the zodiac signs, owners of the 7 and the 12.
The link's down there, folks. Anyone want to hop in? You're more than welcome. This the Killer Bee goddamn show. You got a witch, Killer Bee burn that ass up. And you got a Junior Nesbitt, we gonna whoop that man ass up. God damn it. Playing with fire up in here.
I mean, saying shit. All right. I'm gonna have to edit this motherfucker. I gotta find an extension that could probably bleep out like cuss words and stuff. But yeah, I was getting into something good here. Back with y'all. Hope y'all still with me here.
The 7 planets and the 12
Where I left
zodiacs.
off
That's where you left off.
was the Lord of Darkness is the ruler of the Lord of the world of darkness, formed from the dark waters representing chaos, the main defender.
The Lord of Darkness is the ruler of darkness, formed from the darkness, representing chaos. A man defender of the dark world is a giant monster or
left off.
A giant monster or a dragon with a name Earl. That's where you left off. Let me read it for the people because you go in and out.
Way late. The main defender of the dark world giant monster All right, I'm back again. All right, I remember where I left off at. I saw when the thing stopped. Yeah, I gotta edit. Sorry about this, people. I have to edit this and put it back up. But yeah, let's continue. All right, the Mandaeans, right? According to the Mandaean belief, the world is a mixture of light. It's a mixture of light and dark created by the demiurge, Ptah, right? Which help from the dark powers. Now, we was talking about here, like the Mandaean believes that malevolent creatures created demonic offspring who consider themselves owners of the 7 planets and 12 zodiacs, right? According to the Mandaean belief, Ptah, with help from dark powers such as Ruha, the 7 and the 12. Adam's body, believed to be the first human created by God in Christian, was fashioned by these dark beings. Soul or mind. They say mind was direct creation. These dark beings from the light. Stuff, the ones that's capable of soul, sometimes referred to as the inner Adam, and the hidden Adam is a dire need to be rescued from the dark. So it may be ascend to the heavenly realm of the light world. Baptisms are a central theme in Mandaeanism, believed to be necessary for redemption of the soul. Mandaeans do not perform signal baptism as in religions such as Christianity. Rather, they view baptism as a ritualistic act capable of bringing the soul closer to salvation. Therefore, Mandaeans get baptized repeatedly during their lives. John the Baptist is the key figure for the Mandaeans. They consider him to have been a Mandaean. John is referred to as a disciple or priest, most known for the countless number of baptisms he's performed, which helped close the immense gap between the soul and salvation. Today, many Mandaeans are refugees are not willing to accept converts into the religion. Sunday, as in other religious traditions, is their holy day, centered largely on mythical beliefs. Some Mandaeans consider Jesus as an apostate Mandaean, right? Now, they believe that Jesus came in a virgin birth. And as we read before earlier, that they're also known as part of the Nazarenes, coming from the Nazarenes, right? Now, we saw this word here, Ptah, right? It's one of their demiurges, right? Now look. Shit, did I fuck up? Oh no, it's up here. I thought I had Ptah on here too, but God damn it. Oh, let's see. There we go. This is another thing I dug up too. God name in a minute. Nazarene, right? Or Nazarene names. Hey, Ptah, the fourth life, early Nazarene. Wait, Atabat. This is another one. Oh, okay. All right, this is another one that ties on to this. Okay, this is digging more into what I was trying to get to. All right, cool. All right, I can erase this one right here. I believe I can erase it. No, I'll leave that one. Mandaeans. Okay. Where did I see Ab? Shit, let me find it. What the fuck is that? Avatar. Oh, it's not in there? Oh, it was. Oh, there it is. It is in here. Okay. They inhibit words separate from the light world and are commonly referred to as emanations from the first light. Wait, let me check out the chat and see if anything. Emanations from the first light. Wait, let me check out the chat. All right. Okay, so everybody can hear me. All right, cool. All right. They inhabit words separate from the light world are commonly referred to as the emanations from the first life. Their names include second, third, and fourth life, i.e., Yosamin, Abator, and Pithil, right? Now, these are the gods of the Nazarenes, right? The people that came from the goddamn Nazarenes, right? Abator, right? Sure that's what it said. Abator, right there. Abator, some kinds. Abator, Yarwar, or in the Ancient of Days. Who's called the Ancient of Days? Yah was called the Ancient of Days. And the third and fourth emanations from the supreme unknowing deity in the Mandaean religion. His name translates to the father of Opthred. What we saw also was talking about That was back here too. So here. Said they had a god named Where is it? Where is it? Oh, somewhere in there. Okay, right there. The main defender of the dark world is a giant monster, a dragon, with the name And also, too, with the angel Michael, people associate other deities that represent a dragon also as a lion also. I'm just throwing that out there. Yeah, the name ain't Let me see if that the father of the earth. Okay, no, that's the same thing. They don't actually have anything to say about that. The Mandaean name for celestial beings. His usual epithet is the ancient Atiga, and he is also called the deeply hidden and guarded. He is described as being the last son of the second life. Yo Shaman, that sounds a lot like Yeshua. The most important figure. Oh, we gotta check that word out too. See if anything comes up. Hope that don't mean my bandwidth is going again. The first important figure in the Mandaean religion is the one whom they took their name. He exists in two different personas. These include Abator Rama, the lofty or celestial Abator, or his lower counterpart, Abator of the scales, who weighs the souls of the dead to determine their fate. That gotta do some Egyptian shit, probably. Chris Harris got to chime in on that one. Here's one of the main characters of the book of Diwan Abatura, one of the most recent texts of the Mandaeans. The text begins with the Akuna. I've heard that name before. Akuna is a gap manuscript, suffering from gaps. I heard the name from somewhere else too. He is said to reside in the borderline between here and the thereafter. After the farthest verge of the worlds of light, he lies towards the lower region. Okay, let me get to the part I wanted to. Okay, in later selection of the book, it revealed that Abatur is the source for Tehil, who is the demiurge of Mandaean mythology. The book indicates how Abatur gives Tehil precise instructions how to create the universe in the void described above, and gives him the material and help in the form of demons from the world of darkness. He needs to do so. Patil, like Abatur before him, complains about his assignment, but does as he is told. The world he creates is very dark place, unlike the worlds of light from which Abatur and the others come from. After the world was created, the Adam of the Mandaeans asked Abator what he will do when he goes to Earth. The Abator answers that Adam will be helped by Mandaeans, the entity which instructs humans with sacred knowledge, protects them. This enrages Ptah, who dislikes Abator giving the decree to control of his own creatures to someone else, and complains bitterly about it. Sound like the story about Lucifer? In much the same way that Abator had complained about his assignment to Hezewah. He subsequently serves in his capacity as the judge of the dead, in many such capacity as Rashnu or Anubis, whose souls which qualify can enter into the world of light from which Abator himself came. He himself will only be allowed to return to the world of light by Hezewah upon the end of the poorly made universe Ptah created. Right? Now we go, that's funny, that name, right? Because we go here to Ptah, probably vocalized Ptah in ancient Egyptian, is the demiurge of Memphis, god of craftsmen and architects. That explains it. So what were these people actually dealing with? And when we go to the Elephantine Islands, we're going to see this practice of these deities. When you go into all these other temples Judah Nazarenes like to talk about. And when they went in there, what did they find? Egyptian shit. Like I showed, wait, I gotta dig that out. Oh, no, I got it in my notes. Got it in my notes right here. Got it in my notes. All right. This is just some of it. I'll read it out to you guys.
What up, man?
What up? All right. Flavius Josephus, by his own site research of Herod's replica temple, established that the Temple of Solomon contained figures of living creatures within it, a reference to the Egyptian pantheon of deities, who were actual angels and saints. Egyptian hieroglyphs and other Egyptian inscriptions featuring animal figures. His historical witness description of Herod's replica temple, which is Solomon's temple, they call it replica temple because Herod added on to the second temple. Mirrors Herod's temple is basically like a third temple. Mirrors the biblical account of Ezekiel in the Old Testament. University Bible scholarship and 20th century historian confirms that when Ezekiel looked into the Holy of Holies within Solomon's temple, he saw paintings and other mythological scenes, motifs which seem to point to synchristic practices of synchronistic practice of Egyptian provenance. The historical record thus documents that the archaeological excavation of the Temple of Jerusalem by the founding. Put this on. Look at some shit. The historical record thus documents the archaeological excavation of the Temple of Jerusalem by the founding Templar Knights include the first direct access to remnants of Herod's temple, and also underneath it remnants and underground levels of Solomon's temple. That remains to be seen. Contemporary accounts, as I see they did, contemporary accounts indicates that this archaeological exploration revealed extensive evidence that the Temple of Solomon, the ancient Templar priesthood of the biblical Solomon, and the origins of Christianity itself were all essentially and fundamentally pharaonic Egyptian. This establishes that archaeology and Egyptology are literally the foundation and cornerstone of both Christianity and Templarism. All right, but it continues on. I don't have the rest of it in front of me. But it goes on to say that inside Solomon's temple, another account from Flavius Josephus, he went in there and he saw a whole bunch of Egyptian shit. That's the other half of the note that I had. I don't have the whole thing. It might be in my keep, but I keep that for the end of the show. That's when I whiz through this real quick for my bandwidth gets stupid. All right. Yep. So I linked it up with Ptah. Close that shit. The Ebionites, right? The Ebionites is patriarchs during the early centuries of the Christian era by rejecting his divinity and virgin birth, insisting on the necessity of following Jewish law and rights, right? Where I have my note on that shit. It might be in here. Let me read this real quick. The Sanjak, or holy standard of the Yezidis, is asserted to have come down from King Solomon, having passed from him to the kings of their nation, and therefore, as among them, it is consigned to the one who will bid highest for the privileges and blessings attendant upon having it in possession. On stated occasions, the Sanjak is carried around and exhibited to the people. The priest dips the standard into the holy water and taking some of the concentrated earth of Sheikh Adi. Sheikh Adi is the person who got the writings directly from Satan himself, which is the book, the Black Book and the Book of Revelation, within the Yezidis manuscripts. Makes of it pills as large as a hazelnut, which he keeps as blessed gifts for the faithful. Wow. Whoever swallows one of these pills will be kept by the grace of the Melech Toss. Now, doesn't it sound like the Passover with Jesus? Sounds in mind and body for a whole year, right? The standard preceded by a herald to announce its coming is taken to the villages as they are designated by the Meyer. The privilege of entertaining it having been sold at auctions, a successful bidder might make a feast in its honor, which is attended by the priests in their order, attended by the priests in their order, and by people, and finally the women and children. Offering are brought and laid down at sunset. All the faithful march 7 times around the standard in honor of the 7 gods, beating their breasts and asking pardon for their sins. When all the villages in the circuit had been visited, the standard and the collected offerings are brought to the temple. Sheikh Adi is the true Jerusalem, or center of faith. At the beginning of the autumn of Mir, the Meshiach meet there in a cave and inquire to Melech, who appears to them, whether a festival will be agreeable to him. If the answer is favorable, the report is sent out. In the course of 23 days, thousands of Yezidis with their wives and children will have collected at the Sheikh Adi, bringing with them provisions of the peculiar cake, for no kind of food must be prepared during the pilgrimage. That just goes on. But that's from a book called that's from a Popular Science Monthly, volume 34. The souls of the deceased believers are supposed to go into paradise to dwell with the 7 gods, Malik Toss, and the saints. Sheikh Adi is the doorkeeper there. The souls of unbelievers and sinful Yezidis go into the bodies of ashes, mules, and dogs. Upon the death of a Yezidi, his mouth is at once filled with the holy earth of Sheikh Adi. The body is buried under direction of the Sheikh in the Cavalier. The body have been laid in the grave facing the east. Some sheep's dung women mourn, sing, beat their breasts, and tear their hair for 3 days. Sounds kind of like some Jewish customs there. Dance and sing when they toss. They look at him in the face, but there are seizures and convulsions and false senses on the All right, I want to get. Okay, there's another one right here. Layla relates that when they speak to the devil, they sow with reverence. I'm getting tired now. I'm sorry, guys. As Malik talks, or Malik El Tot, the mighty angel. The name of the evil spirit is never mentioned, and any allusion to it by others so vexes and irritates them that it said that they have put to death persons who have wantonly outraged their feelings by its use. So far is their dread of offering the evil principle carried, and that they are carefully avoid every expression which may resemble the sound, the name of Satan, or every word accursed. Okay. Next to Satan, but inferior to him, and might and wisdom, seven archangels who exercise a great influence over the world. There are Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Azrael, Dedriel, Azephael, and Shechemiel. Christ, according to them, was also a great angel who had taken the form of man. Sheikh was born in 1073 AD, died in 1163. Was said to be the founder of the Yezidi faith, although both the tribes and religions hail from an earlier time, and the fact of the existence of such individual is subject to question. Sheikh Adi was said to be a Muslim preacher born in present-day Lebanon who gathered disciples in the mountains east of Mosul city and ultimate settled in Loish. And Gnostic roots. That's what I got in there. There was another site though. Did I go through this? These are the guys of the Nazarenes that they follow. Origins. Hawa Pigra, the wife of Adam, Eve. Wife of Adam, Eve, early Nazarenes. Kana, the divine source. Kana, aka Habzabah, day of the sun, and his bride Kana, Zikwa, the holy feast food offering, helpers of the earthly Nazarenes during their ascent upward. As Shaba is said to deliver souls out of purgatory on his special day. Now, Anak, who they found up in the Elephantine temple, supposedly Jewish temple, right? There was worshiping who? Yahu and Anak. And who Anak was? She was a god of the heavens. But here it says Kana. So I'm just saying, like, hey, could be the same shit. Just saying. Click on and see if there's something else. Okay, I get rid of that Ptah thing. That'd be a nice thing. Chat saying here. Chat probably saying, nigga, we can't even hear you. God damn, y'all niggas just going back and forth. Anybody else got anything to say? Besides these two? God damn, y'all calling niggas murderers and shit. All right, y'all not paying attention you want. Find y'all asses up in the cold. I thought I closed this motherfucker up by accident. Shit. All right. I'll get back to what I was looking for here. I think this is it right here. All right, yeah, this is what I wanted to show here. I got it. All right, this will be after this. This will be it. Anybody want to come on and shit, talk about it? Fuck is nothing here. Oh, it's put in the wrong box. That should be here. All right, now. Screen. All right. Okay. More on this peacock, right? He's been known to many things. His titles of a savior and a king of the world remain. However, the following are just a few forms of Twazi Malik or Tal Malik, eventually morphed into around the globe. All right. He's known as Skanda, Sanat, Kumara to the Hindus, Al-Qadir to the Muslims, the Green Man, King Melchizedek of the Jews, St. George of the Knights Templars, Enki of the Samaritans, Dionysus of the Greeks, Osiris of the Egyptians, Quetzalcoatl of the Mexicans, Masal of the Hopi Indians, the planetary logos of theology, right? See that snake there. See, then you got the heat on the peacock angel. Hinduism. And what they say about God, too. He sees everything. Look at all them damn eyes. The same thing. This is where all this shit coming from. Samaria, the peacock angel, manifests as Enki. The Lord of the earth was also the Lord of wisdom, and the serpent on the tree, Dilman, the Sumerian Eden. See? Sumerians may have adopted Enki from Yezidi missionaries from India who played a role in fledgling Sumerian civilization. And they may have received from the Gnostic sects of the Mandaeans, what I was just talking about, who are also assimilated onto Sumerian civilization after migrating from the east. Specifically, Sri Lanka, the island patronized by the peacock angel, as the Hindu Mandaean Sanat Kumara. The most common form of Enki is the goatfish pictured above. Right? Here's another thing on the peacock, NBC, the TV station, NBC. And you know how people say, oh, that's Illuminati symbols and all that shit, right? Look at the peacock, Lucifer. The peacock angel is perceived differently by many different factions with Islam. Among the enlightened sects of Sufis, Twazi Malik is known as Al-Qadir, the Green Man. The Sufis Al-Qadir, who currently worship in many corners of the world, one of the premier temple sites in Kudagrama, in Sri Lanka. All right? That's the initiator. See? When they are ready to commit themselves completely to an extensive spiritual life. Al-Qadir then manifests as an energy and human figure, a ball of light, another form in order to awaken a personal inner spiritual flame. Peacock and angel in Christianity. Look. And I showed before in my other video lesson I did with the lion gods being protectors, being associated with Michael. You're going to see it here again. The peacock angels manifest in the Christian religion as the leader of the 7 archangels. Saint Michael, whose earthly reflection is Saint George, which is the name for Al-Qadir, which the Sufis of Twazi, which is a Sufi for Twazi Malik. The color ray associated with both Michael and Twazi Malik is blue. Like Twazi Malik, Hindu manifestation of Kartartikeya, the commander of the angelic host. Saint Michael serves a similar function in Christianity. Symbol of the peacock had long embraced within Christianity. The bird was originally a symbol of the Catholic Church. The peacock denoted the many-eyed church and was an early symbol for Jesus, denoting the Christ's resurrection and immortality. It's like Osiris. Because of these associations to the Christ, peacocks were commonly portrayed in medieval paintings hovering around the baby Jesus crib. During the time Jesus walked the earth and also afterwards, the peacock alternated with the phoenix as a symbol of immortality in both Egypt and Middle East. It's the reason that the peacock was associated with the Christian Saint Barbara, even though she was the patron saint of Heliopolis, the Egyptian home of the phoenix. Right? This is from the site Yezid truth.org. I'll put it in the chat here so you guys can go study up on it if you will want to. That's if you want to. So I'll put this up in the chat here. What's up, Sister V? Yep, you here. You made it. You made it. This is a good one here. This is a good one. I got kind of like, you know, my normal shit. Hence, I am that I am. Yo, what are y'all talking about? All right, whatever. Y'all do the rest of the chat a disservice by doing that shit. Keep that shit on the goddamn subject. People want to know what the hell's going on and shit. A lot of people just scroll through the goddamn chat. We got Basil and shit talking about fucking cocaine and fucking all types of other fucking crazy ass shit. God damn, niggas. That's why we can't have shit. And nobody want to know shit and learn nothing. But anyway, let me move on. Peacock Angel. Back to that motherfucker. All right. Peacock Angel in Judaism. The Peacock Angel is manifest in Judaism as King Melchizedek. Melchizedek, the King of Righteousness, is also a common Islamic name for Al-Qadir, the teacher of righteousness. The Judaism, the teacher of righteousness. As well as the Hindu Sanat Kumara in the heavens above. The Peacock Angel manifests as the Jewish Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, Lord Yahweh, the Ancient of Days. So hey, that King of the Most High God, was that Lucifer? I don't know. Peacock Angel is manifest in Judaism as King Melchizedek. Melchizedek, the King of the Righteous, is also a common Islamic name for Al-Qadir, as well as the Hindu Sanat Kumara. And the heavens above the Peacock Angel manifest as the Jewish Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, or Lord Yahweh, the Ancient of Days. And I showed before. Is that up here? Ancient of Days. All right, y'all gonna have to go back and look in the video and shit. I forgot where it was. Okay. Now, Peacock Angel, the Mayans. Okay, let's skip over the Mayans. Boom, serpent.
What's
Somebody
up,
here?
Killah?
Oh, brother Heyro. What up, Heyro?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Killah?
The Peacock Angel was known in Greece. And what's up? The Peacock Angel. Yeah. Let me finish this the Egyptian part. I'll let you jump in here. The Peacock Angel was known in Greece and Egypt as Dionysus and Osiris, respectively. According to early Greek historians like Diodorus, figures were manifestations of the same entity in different civilizations. Osiris meaning the many-eyed, see, the peacock, the many-eyed, power of life. Osiris was also known in Egypt as the Green Man, and his green image could often be found in the Egyptian temples. Because of this association, Osiris was annually prayed to for the renewal of Egyptians' green vegetation. The flower of life, associated with Dionysus, Twazi became conclusive during the conquest of Alexander the Great. When in Sri Lanka, while examining, they know this deity, he's our Dionysus. So sure that when the Greek Ptolemy created the first world map, he labeled Murugan's region in Sri Lanka the place of Bacchus, the place of Dionysus, like his Hindu and Yezidi counterparts. Dionysus was the savior and the king of the world. Also reflecting both Murugan and Twazi-Millet, Dionysus was in some cosmologies designated the creator of the universe. And whereafter his cult flourished, he was represented as the snake or serpent, symbol of the life force that condensed to become the physical cosmos. Every year it was believed by the Greeks that Green Man Dionysus was a primal serpent power or life force would awaken from his slumber and their lands will become abundant again. All right, then you go into Tibet, you go into a whole bunch of different shit. With the same nigga up in there. The Green Man and the goddamn snakes and all that shit. That's a good video. I watched this last night. You guys can check this out. Did I put it in the chat? What it is? Where I got. Oh yeah, I did put it in the chat. No, y'all ain't sorry. The niggas just keep doing the shit again. God damn it. You do it all the time. That's sorry shit. That's who Judah Nazerenes worship, the Kool-Aid God. Yahweh, Yahweh, the great El Saturn. You too, Willie Grits, with the bullshit. All right. What's up, Hebrew? What's going on? That one pretty much caps it up, but right. There was some more stuff I had in here. Oh, I know what some of these notes might be. I gotta wait on some shit. My shit's probably about to drop again. Brother Aru, you there? God damn. Y'all be making work extra and shit. God damn. All right. Let's see here. All right, here's one note here. Got another one here. So I got select. See what I got here. The expected religion. All right. The Yezidis have hidden many aspects of the religions. I read this earlier, this stuff. But indeed, only the fully initiated actually know the full theology, even among the Yezidis themselves. Writer H.P. Lovecraft made a reference to the Yeti clan of devil worshippers in his short story. The horror of Red Hook Yetis believe in the God who created the world, but the active forces of the religion are Malak Tos and Sheikh Adi. According to the Yezidis, Malak Tos is the fallen peacock angel, aka Lucifer. Okay. Fuck you, Basil. It's all about it. You stupid, Jimmy James. These Asians always talk about read this book, read this chapter. Why? Fuck out of here. They were like, well, read this here, read this here. Yeah, they do that shit. But yeah, what else I was gonna go on? Said we did this peacock shit. We got that out of the way. Oh, their book. I wanted to scroll through this too. Goes to the alchemical symbols, and with, let me see something here. Let me see something. Because I think Ogun tall Malik into representing metals and stuff. Please, a god of metal. Yeah, we're a powerful spirit of metal work. I wonder, is he a fire also? Ogun is a god of iron. We're a powerful spirit, as well as Roman Roman. He's also the god of iron. I thought he was a fire also, because you need fire to make a metal. I just found that interesting, and I was just like, you know what I mean? Just thinking in my head about it. Where did I saw that at? Somewhere up in here. Here's another. I put this note up in here too for you guys. Nigga, drink the Kool-Aid, Willie Grants, and become one with the Temple Man. Oh shit. Alright. Put the link up in the chat. Brother Haru, he up in here, he's saying shit.
Oh, I'm here. I'll be with you in a second, homie.
Alright. There's the link again. Chris Harris probably eating some burgers. He gonna come on the show like Judah. I ate too many burgers. Gary Burger. God damn. Yeah, Mr. Gary Armstrong Burger. God damn it. Gary Armstrong Burger. Step right up. Gotcha, boy. Gotcha. You're like, oh no, oh Lord. Let me put this up here in the chat. Oh, I ain't shared this motherfucker yet. Shared this shit a couple times while I got the internet working. right now. And fuck is that? That's really crap. That shit. Rid of that. And where this in the map? Okay. Following is the mess toss lessons from ashes to angels. Oh, I know what I wanted to go into. I remember. I remember. On Earth. This is. All right. Where is it? There you go. This is the book of the Yezidis. Translated by Isaac Yosef. It's called Devil Worship. That's the name of the goddamn book. Devil Worship. And it basically goes into the tradition of these people. I found some good notes in here. I just haven't had. And what sucks? Oh, I can't highlight this shit. Okay, all right. It has both of their sacred books in there, the Black Book and the Book of Revelation. They have in there, which I have one of them right here. Oh shit, for real? Damn. Wow, that's crazy.
Hey, Killah. So tell me,
Yep.
man, what is your conclusion of this information that you just went over? Summarize that for me as well as the others that might be listening or will listen and look at this video.
Is the ruler of this earth or creator of this earth? Have we got it confused and that this person is actually Satan, who we will call Lucifer? Because all these supreme beings it all goes back to the same, I want to say which one is the supreme deity or the true name of these deities that are so much alike that represents the same attributes. Know what I mean? Like, we taking Jesus, we taking Osiris, we taking Lucifer, we taking Krishna and all these people, we putting them all together, and it's the same motherfucker. Like, know what I mean? It's the same person. So from what I'm showing here, this information that there's others, especially this group, this Yezidi group, they're like from untouched villages. Like, with all that Afghanistan and Iraqi war and shit, those wars was going on in these people's neighborhoods. Like, these people have been hit there. They actually have their oral tradition, and like when they ain't shit else out there but them. Know what I mean? It's not like a big, like, a wave of people coming in their land and changing up shit. Like, know what I mean? These people been sitting there in them damn mud houses for a long goddamn time. Know what I mean? And people are known of them for dealing with this certain type of thing. Know what I mean? Saying these certain things. And a lot of what they have in their manuscripts also go right alongside with Christianity and Islam. So Islamic people always said that the books are changed. They changed the books. Like I've spoken to them Arabs that live in like those like weird villages and shit that like no one has ever been to. Like I spoke to people from Turkey that are from way out in the fucking Caucasus Mountains. Like they lived out there, like in those mountains. Like they can trace their lineage all the way back as far back as the Ottoman Empire. Know what I'm saying? So when we look at these writings, we can start who these deities are, who these people are represented as God is, where these names are coming from for these people, and stuff like that. So it's basically just to educate the people that there's other stuff out there, there's other books out there. Like I said, like the fucking, I guess Satanists, they revere to those Yezidis or whatever for their manuscripts, because they'll say, because the Satanists will say like Lucifer is like the king of the earth or whatever, like, know what I mean? And they say this is why. And now the reason they have why, you will also see that in Egypt. You will also see that in India. You will also see that in Israel. You will also see that in Rome. You will also see that in Greece. You will also see that in the Americas. Like, you will also see it in Africa. Know what I'm saying? So, it's funny. And just like, too, with, I came across it with the Taz Malek and with the, what was that? The Assyrians and how they had the fish god, half man, half fish. And like, and I said, how was this shit associated with the Dogons in Africa? And I just said that, like I said a couple things on a whim on this show that I didn't know about. And I'd have to look in later. And it comes to find out, I looked it up and there was a relation. Not saying like the people actually like they blended shit together, but there was a relation as far as, okay, this symbol or this deity comes from this previous nation or civilization or whatever like that. You know what I mean? You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me? Hello?
All right.
Killah, can you hear me?
Yep, Sister B, there's a lot more out there.
Okay.
And there's people that's got to look for it. All right.
Well, Killah, here's the thing.
Article.
Killah, here's the thing with that.
I'll search the link. I downloaded. I don't know what. Yeah.
Everything that you're saying, right, about how everyone has these different stories or traditions or whatever, it only tells you that if it's common, it's coming from one source as it spreads, as it's transferred through migration or whatever from one person to another, or through contact from a people or a person from these stories, and then it's being changed over and over again, just based on culture. But it tells you that the concept of God is a created concept. It's not something somebody came down and gave it to you. These concepts and these stories or traditions are man-made. Everybody have the same, pretty much the same story or concepts of the same story.
Yep.
But one of them come from one, or when you look at chronological dating, one comes before another, right? And then we know that there was trade and migration or whatever, and we didn't know how things spread. So it's interesting because when you say the peacock god, when you start saying the peacock god, the first thing I thought of was the story about the archangels or the seraphims, which have the multiple wings. Some have 6, some has 12. You know what I'm saying? They have multiple wings on them. And if they flap open, it's like almost like a peacock.
Yeah.
And Lucifer was one of the ones who had these, you know, multiple wings on him, or pairs of wings. And he was the shining one, and the, you know, they call him the morning star, which is the light. And you know what I'm saying? And there's other people in other cultures that will call the morning star. So it's interesting how you found the information and then brought it out, like, you know, lets you know, just like how people think, oh, we're God's chosen, we're created in the
This
image of
stuff
God.
is not
Dude, we're nothing special.
organized
That's just
either.
ego. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, I came across the thing last night. I sent Chris a couple of the links, but I got up around like 7:30, something like that. And I just started like pulling up some stuff. So I created all this like on a fly. Like, this is pretty much like, I only looked at all these things once. All the little pages of the tabs and stuff I brought you guys through, I skimmed through those shits once, and it's got like what I wanted to see out of it. I just do it all together. And stuff just like clicked in my head. I'm like, okay, oh shit. Like the Yezidis, the Mandaeans came up, then I'm like, I was putting them two together, they cross-referencing stuff and stuff with them, and all this shit was coming up. Yep. It all goes back to the same shit. And then these Yezidis or whatever, these supposed to be Jews. Like, know what I mean? They're saying where they came from. And them motherfuckers don't look black. And like I said, and some of them, the Yezidis are not even allowed to marry outside their religion or village. They're not allowed to do it. So these people, as far as we know, since 1100 AD, these people have been the same. As far as we know.
They're the same
from 1100 on up. The same people. They don't marry outside of their people.
No, I'm saying I'm saying you're saying the same people. I'm trying to say
the Yezidis. They don't marry outside of their people or religion. So they're like a tight village, like of people. Like, they don't fuck with nobody else. They don't even teach people their religion or take converts. They teach no outsiders their religion. And they're feared among people. The Kurds, like the Turkish people I talked about that I knew, like, motherfuckers like want to kill them. Even the ones that live here. They motherfuckers live here. They still want to go to Turkey and kill them. That's crazy. So that was the whole Kurdish people. It's like they're this evil. Right? Say, ask them, like, what the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers? Y'all got me hating them motherfuckers. I don't even know what the fuck they did. But that's like a lot of what it is. Like, they refuse Islam. Like the sultans and all that shit, caliphs, whatever. They try to make them niggas like convert on the devil worshippers and all types of shit. Like, but it's funny how something like and they have the original manuscript that was given by the Sikh. They said the Sikh. Wait, let me go to this that site. That site.
Killah, you still there? Killah. So Killah B will be right back. This is Brother Heru coming at you from the Witchfinder General's channel. Got a witch, we'll burn their ass up. More on the subject.
All right, my bad.
Okay, we back on then.
Yep, back.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I want to see this book of the Revelation. Yeah, that's the Black Book, the Al Jawah, Black Book of Satan. That's what it's called.
Yeah. Hey, but what? Hey, based on what you're saying, wouldn't that be kind of what Lex is saying? Is that Lucifer is really not like, you know, if I'm right, he's saying that Lucifer isn't really what we told he was, and we got it backwards.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he's
exactly. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's part of it. But I don't think he hasn't gone in depth with it.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like this is another layer of it.
Yeah. But I always ask.
This is where it all comes from, basically.
Yeah, I always ask that question when we start talking about even like going from the beginning, from the Garden of Eden, and I asked about the deception, and I said, when, if you look in the Bible, tell me whenever did Satan, Lucifer, ever deceive anyone? And he never has. Now he might have punished some people and did stuff to him, but so did God. But as far as in lying or deceiving someone, he didn't. Starting from the garden, going, even if you go into the New Testament, when it says that when he tells Jesus to bow down to him or whatever, he'll give him all the land that he sees is his. And you know what I'm saying? Earlier it says that he is the ruler of this world. And if he is the ruler of this world, then whatever is his to give. That's why in the New Testament, Jesus says, render unto Caesar what is Caesar. And he also says to be, what he says, to obey thy master, thy earthly master, or their master, right? So if Lucifer is our earthly master, and he's telling us this, then where's the lying at? Where's the deceiving at?
But it is also saying that it's all part of the whole thing, the duality of it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I just got to learn a lot more about it.
Well,
like, I really don't know too much about it. I got the information there. So, like, basically, a lot of shit, I'm just going to sit back and let marinate until I know more. And then I can go back. I can go back to it and understand and get a lot more from it.
Yeah.
Because just like these last few little lessons I've been doing, all that shit's been tying in. That was been bugging me out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I first started doing the lessons with burning Judah up about that Essenes Nazarenes shit. Right? And then we find the Nazarenes and shit, the ones that was using the goddamn pentagram. And they believed in Jesus. They believed in Jesus. The Nazarenes started Christianity. They started Christianity. Know what I'm saying? And then we found the synagogues with goddamn Helios and the zodiac symbol in that motherfucker. And then we find the Elephantine that's supposed to have been a Jewish temple, but they worshiping Yahweh and fucking a knot in that motherfucker. And then fucking like, know what I'm saying? We all this shit is just snowballing this shit that we come to the conclusion that none of this shit is what motherfuckers are saying it is.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think you would, while you're doing your search, make sure you put it in a chronological order. And that way it'll tie in to where everything is coming from and how it's coming into. Because in the in the African spirituality or Kemetic spirituality, they talk about, one thing you said was the duality of everything. So they're saying that they're like light and dark are the same things. They only vary. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there you get your two poles, you get your polarity, you get your duality, you get your different rhythm and vibration. And so this concept of like I say, God is both good and evil. So like we don't have a problem with that because we understand the principles of it.
Yeah.
Now, a person in the Abrahamic tradition will have a problem with it because they want you to believe that God is only good and he don't do evil. Even when he does evil, is good because it's for your best. It's for your best intent.
Yeah.
For his best intent for you. So therefore, it's not evil. So if he kills a million people, well, it's because it was best for humanity that he killed a few people. And if he did kill a few people or 100,000 people, what does it matter? Because you're his creation. Can't he do what he want? With his, they start to do rationalization. But we know that we see that everything, as you're reading, right? Everything is God, but God is it does not care whether you're a human, whatever you are, when it acts, which is nature, it acts. These natural principles and shit, man, a fucking earthquake come, they don't care. The earthquake don't care if you Christian, Buddhist, poor, black, white. If your ass is in this path, you're done. Period. It doesn't act according to how man feels or what man got going on. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. Oh.
So
they said it was an earthquake.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So as you doing it, man, keep those links in. Keep those links in, man. So I can also do some reading and research on it. But like I said, man's concept of nature, man's experience with nature, men's concept with nature gave them experience with nature gave them the concept of God based on their environment and their perception of what was going on. Every man.
Going up in the man cave. What's up, y'all?
What's up, Chris?
Yo, that was Rob. Because Rob live.
That was
What was going on?
No.
Was Rob Rack live on Solar Vision?
Yeah, Rob is not live. That was Kansu's lesson, and I went on there challenging somebody on their so-called Hebrew language, and I asked them one question: can you give me a demonstration of the Hebrew language without using the Canaanite, Aramaic, or Phoenician script, which the Hebrew language came from? And all I got called was a bunch of punk ass and bees. Okay, so I win that right now. So you're reading from that Stone Editions Tanakh, and you're trying to prove that language, it doesn't exist. Okay? It just don't exist. That's not real. Okay? It's not real.
Like they didn't watch your video.
Man.
Like they ain't watching.
I don't. No, they don't. They I'm telling you, they don't watch. They don't watch videos, which is stupid to me. Is because you don't study your opponent. You don't hear, what I'm saying, their premise or their argument, so you can better understand where they're coming from. So you can try to rebut or at least research what they're saying. But they don't.
No, he said this dude named Yashar, who's a dummy. He sat up there and said, I watched Anthony, he called me Anthony, right? So you know he don't even know me. He sat up there and said, I watched Anthony's thing on his Hebrew presentation. He was like, man, I got a slideshow, man, presentation. And I was just like, I was trying to get up in there. That's why I left here. I heard him say that. And what I did was I went on there very nice and I said,
Yeah.
this is Solar Vision. You have a manager's pass on this channel. You're more than welcome to go on and try and prove that. And you could present the presentation. And I said, if I don't like it and I feel like I was wrong, I can admit for being wrong. But I was just all like, that's why this is Solar Vision. But see, he's one of those corner Israelites, dudes that stand on the corner Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Who just yell and teach black supremacy all the time. And the bottom line is this. Y'all don't have y'all own original language. And if y'all do, show me an original manuscript. I don't need all that. But you know, when you show me your original manuscript, you're going to either show me the Aramaic writings, you're going to show me either the the Phoenician, which is a Proto-Sinaitic script, or you're going to show me a Canaanite script. But you cannot show me a Hebrew script. You can't do it. It don't exist. You guys don't have any original writings. You don't get any original writings until y'all came out of Babylon. Facts.
Well,
Damn. Well, that's where it is.
Check out this one, yo. Check out this one. Yo, on the Nazarenes, right? One of the texts of the Mandaeans tell about a flight of a group called the Nazarenes from an area that probably were in today's Jordan through the Mesopotamian region in the times of the Jewish wars following the destruction of Jerusalem 70 AD. So here, it's saying that the niggas ain't going to Africa, that they went the other way.
Exactly.
The niggas went there. They ain't going to no goddamn Africa. That's it.
That's what I told that dummy.
And
this is not your story.
Him, that these people didn't mix their religion or their people. So what you looking at there is what was back then. And I see why, folks.
There you go. And the Egyptians put it on the wall. The Africans put it on the wall who these people were.
Yeah.
They put it right on the wall who these people were. Flat out.
Yeah.
And I ain't
there would have
arguing
been a
about
mass
that no
exodus like that. There would have been a mass exodus like that. It would have been recorded. And like Ivan, what it says, a sting from what's the name? Ivan
Van Sertima.
Bible Ivan Sertima said,
yeah,
Egypt controlled both sides of the Jordan. So how in the hell you go when somebody's controlling both sides of the land? They got military there or people there and people where you at? Where you go? Nowhere. Like I said, it just don't make sense. But hey, if you control literature, you can write whatever you want down and you can push it. And you motherfuckers will believe it. You tell it, tell a lot long enough, eventually people will think it's true or take it as true.
Well, but the thing, what I did was trying to do was show, like, these people took Christian customs and stuff. Like, they even use a cross with like a sheet, like a cross of it, or a robe or something, a cloth over it. Like that's their logo or their symbol. But saying that they came from the Nazarenes and the Yezidis, their stuff coming about in the 1100s with Sheikh Adibi and stuff. We see what the Christianity thing influenced it with the time and all that stuff. But we're starting to see these people who were starting it weren't the people who we think they were.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm saying that shit, right, I kind of confuse myself anyway saying this shit. But it's like, if you look at these small tribes and stuff, you get to see the base of what the religion or the faith or spiritual system was, and you can see the add-on stuff. but also bring it down to a base of where it all came out of. This is how we see, like, okay, they use the god Ptah. Like, this is Mesopotamia. This ain't Egypt. This is Iraq, Syria, and shit like that. This ain't Egypt. And they got guys called Ptah. And then you know what I'm saying? Here they say they come from Adam. They got their Adam and Eve story and all this shit. So how, if they're Christian, they came out of these groups, why are they teaching what they're teaching and saying what they're saying? You know what I'm saying? Like there was this peacock king and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Where the Bible is more, they just like remix the fuck out of that shit and put the Bible out there. And left alone all the other stuff showing what this stuff really is. It's deep, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just reading this shit.
Yeah. Well, you know, General
it's not
Sanders,
like I'm an expert in this and telling y'all this. I'm just showing you which I'm finding.
Yeah. Well, you know, General Seti did a thing about Ptah. And Ptah is one of the oldest known deities. Actually, they say Ptah was actually a person who was deified, but his knowledge of him goes all the way up into Mesopotamia, and it goes into other areas.
Ptah is an African deity.
Yeah.
That's an African deity. He come out of Nubia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they supposed to come from the supreme God. Yep.
Yeah. So
they're supposed to be descendants of the gods. If I'm correct. Yeah, so this what you think of all that shit, Chris? That I brought out about that goddamn peacock and shit.
I'm with it. I agree with it 100%. I just think people don't study. You see what I'm saying?
Chris, don't say Chris, hold on. Don't say you don't think they don't study. Just say they don't study.
They don't study. They do a lot of lookership and foolership. That's all they doing, lookership and foolership. You see what I'm saying? That's all.
I went in the chat. I said, hey, Chris was whipping on your asses this morning. You should have heard what they were saying. All types of insults. I said, look at you now. You doing right now what I just said y'all was doing. And I didn't even have to see it. I didn't have to be there.
So, because you know what happened.
You proved me right. Because they were sitting there saying more insults. I said, what y'all doing now is what was y'all when Chris Harris was whooping y'all ass. Straight like that.
Just they in the chat being stupid.
Chris, I say, but you couldn't fuck with his information. Man.
Hey, Chris, I told you, Chris. Hey, your shit people level right now. Now people use you as like I don't know. I can say other people. I'm saying you. I use you as a reference because nobody's refuted what you said. And so when they start talking about like, oh man, you ain't got a Hebrew language, you ain't got this. Okay, well, you know, Chris just did a video on it, and nobody. Oh man, fuck it, Chris ain't shit. He a punk ass bitch. You a bitch. You a nigga. You don't know shit. You a groupie. You. Man, look, dude, you ain't. Like I said, it's not even worth arguing with them. Judah and the rest of them. It's just bad.
True. Yeah.
Got that one nigga talking about.
He talking about what?
Judah better watch out. Don't worry about me, nigga. Judah worry about me. You better not worry about me. You better worry about the other crazy nigga. Shit coming to get his ass and shit. That nigga I shoot you in the face. I was like, well, goddamn. I was like, shit, you better watch out for that nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga look like he'll go to Japan and get that nigga.
Hey,
like, real talk.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, tell me, how do you get mad at somebody because you asked the wrong question and got body stumped on your fucking question in front of everybody? How do you get mad at somebody for that?
Man, because you get made to look like a fool. I call it foolership. That's why I keep calling it foolership. I'm like, that's foolership. And you should have heard them this morning the way they were acting. They act like they were acting.
I'll tell them straight up, man.
Y'all,
ahead, Chris, I'm sorry.
Okay, what they do is when you speak intelligently to them, one dude he be butting in, right? And when I was trying to give him a summary, just to keep him on point, man, could you just hurry up? We don't need all these motherfuckers. Just all this cussing and stuff. Like, why does it have to be like that? Ooh.
They know some old tobacco barn.
You ever seen Roy when
Old tobacco barn niggas.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Deal with the information, man. Talking about this Hebrew
They
language.
won't do it
It
though.
don't exist.
Yeah. Well,
It don't
here's another,
exist.
and here's another thing
They
that
be
they
mad
won't
about
admit to. Here's another thing they admit to. Just going off of their own
Oh.
narrative, right? They came in as 70 people. Somehow.
We on the lodge with it.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so they said they came in at 70, left about 700,000, 500,000, whatever. The Bible tells you that most of the people that left there in their narrative were probably Egyptians, Amorites, whoever, because it was, a metropolis or in Egypt or Kemet at the time, and they all left. Then they went up north, right? Or they wandered for 400 years or 40 years and whatever. And somehow all those people now are pure blood from the tribe of David or whatever Israelites. And then they'll say that these people then moved to the west coast of Africa where there were no people, formed languages and cultures. Africans came over there, sent them to the South America, North America in their 12 tribes. That's what the narrative is. But they ain't gonna tell you, they gonna leave out the part that most of the people were converts based on their narrative. So if you want to say it, then these people had to be Egyptian based on the narrative. If you go directly to the base, but they don't have any critical thinking, and that's what's frustrating about. I ain't gonna say, yeah, this is frustrating about dealing with them. You can't have an intelligent argument because as soon as you preach that, they go, "Oh man, that's pseudo. That's you a bitch."
Exactly. And look, Judah and them had us all doing that shit too, arguing like that.
Yeah. Oh, your boy, listen to Aaron Ra.
Yeah, what about him?
He says something. He says accusations or claims made without evidence can be dismissed as easily without evidence. So if you make an accusation with no evidence, then you just dismiss it. Say whatever and dismiss it. You can't bring up a
Are you talking about Aaron Ra? You talking about Aaron Ra, the atheist? Yeah, I listen to him a lot.
Yeah, and it makes sense, right? You make a claim with no evidence, then I can say no, that's not true. It's just as easy and say why without any evidence. Why spend time arguing with the fool? Prove your point. Make your question clear. Bring some type of evidence based on why you're saying what you're saying.
Right. They up there talking, this fool up here talking about something. Oh no, man, the Palestinians, the Assyrians took it from us. Okay, what do you have to prove that?
Nothing.
Nothing. You just talking. And to get out of it, weasel your way out of that, what do? You start yelling and cussing.
Have you noticed, like, when somebody, like, say, when they introduce to somebody new, right, and somebody will say something against their doctrine or their argument, the first question they ask after that, when the person is kind of like cutting them a little bit, they'll say, well, what do you believe?
Right.
As if what you believe have anything to do with the information that you're presenting, whether it's true or false, right? It doesn't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they said, oh, it's the white man. It's the white man's information. It's the white man's book. Okay, is it true? What difference does it make who's presenting the facts?
He tried that shit on me this morning.
It don't work. Somehow, if it's different if somebody else presents the fact or truth, except for them, of course.
Of course. Of course. See, they have the Holy Spirit. They don't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? They just don't have to. So just wasting time with it. That's why I was just all like, I'll just be a judge. But Consul said, let me hear y'all using some damn Hebrew this year. He said, I'm gonna call you out on it if I hear you use a fake word again, like I kept hearing all last year. He said, if you don't know that, like he told somebody, hey man, can you break that down for me in a sentence? This dude named Yazoo. And he was just all like, he couldn't even do it. He said, man, and what Consul said, thank you. You can't even read it. It's ridiculous. Hood Hebrews. We so pseudo. We taking over in 2021. We got next. Remember them shirts? We got next.
Yeah, right.
Israel, we got next. No, you don't. You gotta laugh.
What you say? You will sit on the sideline and
Laugh,
watch.
Exactly. Them niggas got laugh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, curse you. Get out of here. I can't believe I fell for that stuff.
Yeah.
Scared to go out on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, that shit make you feel good. If you're looking for something, it make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah. No, that shit won't happen again.
What'd you say, B?
No, that goddamn.
I said it make you feel good, though.
Sure.
Yeah, do
I said
that.
shit won't happen again. I didn't know that goddamn.
And B said that right.
Know that damn much. Yup. Sister P said, yep, Chris, it was quiet as a mouse.
When what? She saw that?
They couldn't handle the intelligence. Yup. Yeah.
Oh, she was over there at Solar Vision when I was asking those questions?
They said they did it with Lex and Chris. Yup. I guess so. Yup.
Yeah, baby. Hey, I like that new, what's it called you got up there with that house burning down? Killah B, he took the Witchfinder general office. I'm going to burn your whole house down. We going hard now. I'm coming out there, your doctrine ball.
Burn down your whole shit.
They're going to be all like those damn Witchfinder generals. I hate them.
You know the Witchfinder general, the real Witchfinder general had over 300 and something torture fucking techniques.
Damn.
You know what one of them was? Like, check this shit out. This is how much this nigga loved killing the witch, right? This nigga would tie a nigga up, and if they sank, there wasn't no witch. He'll tie a nigga up, throw you in the fucking lake. And if you sank, you wasn't no witch. If you float, you was a witch, and you're gonna die. If you came to the surface, it said you was a witch and you're gonna die. But if you stay down there, you dead anyway.
You know where they got that from, right?
So that nigga was fun. Yo, he killed more people in what?
That's the Sumerian law. It's a Sumerian law. That's what they did.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
That's how they dealt with witches.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, read the Code of Hammurabi.
Yeah, I was saying, was that Hammurabi?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep,
shit.
I read that. That's what I thought you was going to say.
A lot of people don't know that. That's real.
That's deep.
With witches and stuff like that. Yep.
Wow. And he had a thing where he would poke your skin. Like they said, if a witch would have a mark on him, like a little mark on him. So they had special tools. They would just poke you until they find a spot that don't hurt when you poke it.
We need these for these niggas on the corner.
Matthew Hopkins, that was his name, Matthew Hopkins. That's the real Witchfinder.
Dude, that's kind of sadistic, ain't it, dog?
Yup, that nigga was no joke. Yo, wait, we're talking to show you how many. He killed mad motherfucking shit. He killed mad motherfuckers. Wait, let me show you. Wait for this shit to come up. Yeah, he killed. Yo, in 2 years, this nigga killed 300 witches.
Damn. Is that
In 2
during
years?
Is that during the Inquisition? No.
Most of which
He killed 300.
Most of which you can prove all that with alchemy.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay. Oh, you was talking to somebody in the chat?
No, I'm talking to you.
God damn it, Chris. Give me your email address.
Can you hear me?
Nah, I just saw Sister P said they give me.
Oh, okay. I got to give her your email address. Right.
Shit.
Okay, my fault. I forgot about that. See, I didn't know she was over there listening to her. I told her, "Mom, thank you." She said they still over there talking about it.
She got to upload. Click on that. Oh, nah, I was looking at somebody, Jarrell Shaman. I don't know who the fuck that is. Says, these niggas still talking about bullshit. Nothing about these fools says knowledge. So,
They don't ever say anything about knowledge. The only thing they try to do is bring up some this is gay, and look, you chose the name of a gay person. Like, really? But you're not gonna get back to what I said, right? No, okay.
Oh, the Kona Hammurabi. All right, that's dope. Sister P put the Kona Hammurabi in the chat.
Yeah, you read that.
Check that out.
That's game over right there. That's game over right there.
Oh shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's like what I was bringing up with the Joshua, right? How Joshua got a book talking about the Babylonians. The Babylonians wasn't even there yet.
God damn. Yeah. Broke up on me. God damn. This nigga died a year after the witch hunting.
He didn't get none of the blood, huh?
Nigga killed 300 motherfuckers. Yo, he killed 300. Hell yeah, he got mad blood. That nigga killed 300. And they said from the 18th to the 15th to the 18th century resulted in fewer than 500 executions of witchcraft. But this nigga did that shit in 1 year, in 2 years. He did 300 in 2 years.
Said he was lighting their ass up in 3 years.
He said in the 14 months of his he did it. Yo, he did witch hunting for 14 months. It said of their crusade, Hopkins and Stern sent to the gallows more accused people than all the other witch hunters in England of the previous 160 years.
He was murdering
that
them.
nigga was fucking people up. Hell yeah.
And Miss Judah.
You watch the movie. Yup. In the movie and shit, that nigga he was catching niggas and he saw like the dude's daughter or something. That nigga was like, yo, shit, I won't kill that nigga. That nigga was like, let me come see you tonight. They would say, I keep him alive tomorrow. That nigga was a wild nigga, yo. He didn't give a fuck. He did not care, yo.
Did you know that most of
methods of investigation? Another method was the semen test. Go ahead. What do you think?
I said, do you know that most of the people that they killed during those hunts were women and young girls?
Yeah. Yup. Check this out. One of his techniques was sleep deprivation to attract confessions from the victim. So basically, he'll take a nigga, won't let him sleep until that nigga say he a witch.
Wake up, bitch. That's scary.
You a witch, motherfucker. That nigga
wicked.
said, yeah, let me go to sleep. You're gonna die now, nigga. You gonna sleep forever. He said you cut the accused's arm with a blunt knife. She did not believe she would be with a blunt knife. And if she did cut you, try to cut you with a dull knife. If the shit didn't cut you, you was a witch. And he'd kill you.
That's crazy.
Another of his methods was the swimming test, based on an idea if witches had renounced their baptism, water would reject them. Suspects were tied to a chair and thrown in the water. All those who swam or floated were considered to be witches. Said Hopkins was warned against the nigga, was he? So I guess the law was making him get the people's permission before he throw him in the water. You know, motherfuckers say, I ain't no witch, shit, throw me in there. And he had to get their permission. Yeah. This led to the legal abandonment of the test in the NA of 1645. Also look for the devil's mark. It said it looked. It said if a suspect witch had no such visible mark. Yeah. Had no such visible mark. Invisible ones could be discovered by pricking. Therefore, witch prickers were employed, who pricked the accused with knives and special needles looking for such marks. Normally, after the suspect had been shaved of all body hair. It was believed that the witch's familiar, an animal such as a cat or dog, would drink the witch's blood from the mark, as a baby drinks milk from the nipple. So if he cut you and put a cat or dog near you, if the cat and dog start sucking on the blood of the womb and shit, your ass is a witch. That nigga had a good little hustle going.
Is somebody there for me?
He was getting paid for them.
I was just saying anybody was there for me. I'm at GMC.
Lying to the people, talking about he a witch hunter.
That's great.
And when you look at it, that's what they do now, though.
Oh shit! That nigga was getting paid, yo. Yeah, they do. Yup, he was getting money because they said in the beginning of the movie, it was like, shit, you going to get these niggas, or you was getting this nigga for how much money you getting for these. He was like, shit, both, nigga.
But what if they not witches? I don't care.
I still haven't watched the whole thing.
What if they not a witch though? So then I was wrong.
He threw him in the water. Well, shit, the Lord be with him. Then they didn't get up, so the Lord be with them.
No damn well.
Well, we know they going to heaven.
That's y'all know that's so fucked up though. Just man, and they took those same practices. They took those same practices into insane asylums.
Passed out.
Tortured people into being mentally.
They threw water on that bitch, broke her ass up. Yeah. Oh yeah. Out here in Connecticut, they did some witch trials and stuff. Like even in my town. Actually, we used to play under a tree that they hung a famous witch from out here. They used to, what we used to happen is like the corn crops, when they would grow corn, the corn, like when they harvested, sometimes the corn would get a mold on it, like a bacteria. And the bacteria was hallucinogenic. Just like rock, it becomes like hallucinogenic. That's what was happening to the corn. So the people was eating the corn or the bread made from the corn, and they would hallucinate. and that would make people think they were witches, and that's when they would kill their motherfucking ass. But also my research too on that witch stuff in Salem, Massachusetts, which I've been to before. That's pretty weird town. But a lot of the witches, people would think were white people. They weren't white. A lot of the witches were slaves and Indians that were killed as witches. Like they tell the story, you think it's a white person they killed, but nah, that shit they be slaves and Indians. I researched the names of a couple of them, and they were like, "Oh, this is the slave woman. This one was a Indian slave, an Indian servant, or whatever, stuff like that." Yup, that shit is crazy. Out here, there's like an Indian burial ground and shit. Whatever grump they built on it, motherfuckers was just dying like a motherfucker, like crazy deaths, like falling down the stairs and shit, fucking falling out of windows. It's like weird, mysterious stuff. So like now, there's nothing built there. It's just an empty lot. That shit, I think that shit been torn down since probably like the 1940s or something. Probably maybe earlier than that. It's a little empty lot. Chat saying.
What the chat talking about? Y'all know I'm busy.
Are you at work still, Chris?
Nah.
Yeah, right.
Not yet. Supposed to be anytime.
So you said that you're not going to debate this year. You just go judge.
Sister P said, Chris, don't forget to see my.
What you say?
I said you said you're not going to debate this year. You're just going to be a judge.
Nah, I mean it's just that.
Sister P said, don't forget to see mine. Judas swings. Oh, so Basil, you say you're a convert to Judaism? All Bible subscribers are witches. Jimmy James. Egypt became a unified nation in 28. Here we go again. I practice. I'm not of JP to the God. Wow, Basil, you a Gentile? You have to lick the Israelites. Jimmy James is stupid, yo. Jimmy James is stupid, yo. He got you on that one, Basil. He got you on that shit. He said, oh, you a Gentile? You gotta lick the camp leader's boots, nigga. You know how they be doing that shit? You making the white people lick their fucking boots.
Yeah, they be like, oh,
white people crazy as
I wouldn't lick no boots.
Motherfucker.
Crazy as hell.
Hey y'all, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
Yeah. Hey, Killah, you know that when you start talking about like a lot of those Native Americans
down a little bit. Things I take care of.
A lot of Native Americans they were talking about was that they were calling witches.
Yup.
Was due to the fact of their spirituality.
You break it up.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now? Hey, Killah, can you hear me now?
Hear you.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay. I was saying a lot of those slaves and natives that they were calling witches.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, yeah, it was due to their spirituality of you know, incantations and shit that they used to do, which was cultural. And so to get rid of their ass, they just call them a witch. And anybody could call you a witch. If somebody called you a witch, that was your ass. Period. You bet nobody better not call you no witch.
They do that shit in Africa. In Africa and shit, you a witch, those niggas still get your ass. They said during the earthquake in Haiti, they was trying to blame it on the Hougans and shit, like the voodoo priest, like the Hougans and shit in Haiti, and they said they was getting them in cities, they was just killing them motherfuckers up. They were saying they the ones that caused that earthquake.
Yeah, that's the fucking when you got that
Oh,
that type of spirituality and nature nature worship and shit like that, then you tend to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than what the Mayans did when they were sacrificing with the Aztecs, when they were sacrificing people and tearing their hearts out to appease the sun god for hoping for
yeah.
a righteous crop. You know, I mean, so many people have done it culturally that it's pretty crazy. But when you get to Americas, they were just like, okay, it's an easy way for us to get rid of somebody who's an agitator. If we start preaching the Bible, or we start preaching something about
Yeah.
taxes, or we start preaching something about your rights or whatever, all we gotta do is say you're a witch. And even if you prove that you're not a witch, you're gonna be dead anyway from the trial. So what difference does it make?
Just like what Hitler did. Oh, just like what Hitler did. Oh,
Just wicked, man.
man.
So there was a
Yeah, I'm about to head up out of here.
Okay.
Take care of something.
Yeah. Hey, before you go, there was a story about this African queen, and
Go
she was
ahead,
part of
Abel.
there was a part of this
Go ahead,
story
bro.
about this. Yeah, there was a story about this African queen who was part of the Ashanti,
I think it's
and
did I say something? It's like,
yeah, and she they were moving because they were leaving the area that they were at over some disputes. So she was just leaving, but they had to cross this river, and the river was full of crocodiles. So the elders met to talk to the gods, figure out how they would be able to cross over this river because of the crocodiles. And they said that they had to make a sacrifice. So the story goes that she threw her son in, who was a child. And the crocodiles, I guess, soon, based on the story, went in on him, and then they all crossed. That's the type of shit that religion will do to your ass. Crazy story. Crazy story. And she's a true queen. So I don't know if the story is exactly true, but I don't know why they would lie about her throwing her child in on some real crocodiles. So yeah, and don't forget to send your link in for what you're reading, so we can look it up.
oh, I'm trying to find something the hell out of here. Yeah, they're all in the chat. It's all up in the chat. Find it all up in the
All right.
chat. Ah, shit. So you hear me?
Yeah, I
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah. Head up on out of here.
Yeah, there might be a delay, but I can hear you though.
All right, I'm back again. I'm about to shut this bitch down. Choose my language. I gotta work on my language. I really do, yo. I really do. That, that's what happened. This shit with just you up in this motherfucker. See, there you go. There I go again. It's just me. I'll work it out. Though. Thanks for the likes. It still got 6 likes, no dislikes. Track that out. What else I got? What? Since I don't want to go through all the hassle. Right? Only 3 watching anyway. So it's probably just me, Basil, and Jimmy James. So, yep, Sister P, you can make some tea and get called a witch. Basil, my God, is my imagination. Basil, Africans kill Africans over witchcraft. Boy, Elroy, Peace Killah, great show for sure. You are. Shedda said, men follow after their own imaginations. Haru, that's a story. Don't equate that with religion. Basil drop that Yahweh's and gets seen I got that is my speed. God is my shield. All right. That shit. Load up. Damn. Fucking bandwidth. This, yeah. Out of here. I got the.
Cycle as we guzzle, catch a bus to just forget. Smoking bud makes me numb, fills my lungs with regret. And my heart is so heavy every time it alleys. That kid in the background. Yeah, I'm an outcast, always got cast out. Never got asked out on dates, I got asked out. Always some dumb shit happening to me. I might as well get used to it, cause it's routine. Family problems due to the lack of these dollars. I'm tapped, don't be mad at me. I know things are crappy, but what's ironic is that when we had it, we still wasn't happy. Constantly clobbered, round the clock, upside the head with the concept that we are impoverished. Even when Father brought us from the bottom and bought us that brand new house with walk-in closets. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Cause it all just gets scattered. It doesn't matter. It all just gets scattered. Just get scattered. Cause it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Cause it all just gets scattered. It doesn't matter. Scattered. Just get scattered. This is ludicrous, this is lunacy. How long will this beef go on between you and me? Listen, you would think that you only have kind words for me when you speak at my eulogy. Shit, some excuse. Yeah, I beat you up when we was kids, but that's what big brothers do. I got hit by my big brother too. Sometimes with close fists and harder when it's drug induced. I know 1 + 1's 2, I ain't stupid. 2 wrongs don't make it right, but 3 rights would puzzle you. That's the why we keep running in circles in one big loop, endless cycle as we guzzle. Trying to catch a bus to just forget. Smoking bud makes me numb, fills my lungs with regret. And my heart is so heavy every time it beats, it keeps thumping my chest. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Cause it all just gets scattered. It doesn't matter. It all just gets scattered. Just get scattered. Cause it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Cause it all just gets scattered. It doesn't matter. Scattered. Just get scattered. There's a family we chose. Then there's a family that we were born with. That clashes. I quote bone on that when we both. No, the sibling rivalry gets out of hand. It could go on for years. It could last even after you're grown. Not to mention the lasting effects it could have on your soul. It's so tragic, my friends. Speaking of friends with some voicemail, leave a message after the tone. And I don't give a flying rat's ass. I think you're an asshole. It's so sad that I wrote this song about my friends and home, all alone. Mad at my folks singing, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Cause it all just gets scattered. It doesn't matter. It all just gets scattered. Just get scattered. Cause it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Cause it all just gets scattered. It doesn't matter. Scattered. Just get scattered.
Killah B, Witchfinder General, you gotta wish I burn them up. Like, share, subscribe.